That's right, folks. 99 GMC 2500, same as the Silverado. This is a 99, as I said, but this will probably work all the way, probably up through 2007, maybe beyond. Replacing the fuel pump. This is going to be a quick, simple, easy video. Give you the basics, nothing more, so you guys can get this job done. Because if you're looking at this, you've already decided this is the route you're going to go. Without further ado, let's take some quick measurements. I did this video specifically so that it would be quick and easy. I didn't see anything else for a regular cab long box truck like mine. Turns out the measurements are pretty similar to just a extended cab short box truck as far as where you need to cut out, but from the side of the box, 12 inches, 30. On the cab side of the box, we're at 5 inches and 17. Would not suggest doing what I did. I actually used my air-powered cutoff tool. Worked really slick, went really fast, but after I had my piece cut out of here, I was actually dripping out this fitting when the vehicle was running, so this was all moist in here. Had a lot of buildup there. I could have caught the thing on fire, but you know, God is good. Didn't happen. Thankfully for that. We need to remove the fuel pump now. I also have the old style connector, so my new fuel pump has got a different connector, so we're going to have to solder in new wires. Alright, boys and girls, to release these lines, these clips on the very outer edge, you got to squeeze on them. I would blow them out really good around there with air first, that way they're not gummed up enough and they'll release. So it's still a little bit of a pain, but very outside edge squeeze, wiggle, pull, they will come off. I got those loose. Flat blade screwdriver I'm going to use. Just to tap on that. Might as well get comfortable. Here. There she goes. Pulling it out with air. That to be as clean as it can be. Oh, I set our new pump down in there. You're sitting on the box for our new pump, so I gotta move you. Precision, lifetime guarantee. New connectors, new gasket. It's a totally different connector than the old pump. We are doing this complete install on my lunch break today. Orientation, kind of pointing towards the drinker's tire. Should live pretty much straight out of there. Our fluid will get caught at some point. Here she's coming. There's our new gasket. Pretty much you just do quick verification. Looks just like the old one with the exception of our electrical. You can probably see these clips right here. I bought a package of them. I don't know if they're the right ones, but let's hope that they are. We can put new on while we're at it. There we got her to go. I just put my heel on there to press down on that pump a little bit. And then hook our lines back up. Just going to spin that new clip to where it looks like it's going to make it easy on me. Clip number 1 is installed. Clip number 2 done. There we go. Alright, we got all of them. Alright, fuel pump's installed. Now we gotta change out our wiring. Come back in here, we got, yep, same 4 colors. I would actually recommend soldering these. But they gave me 4 crimp connectors. And we're actually going to use those today, and you can heat them up on the end after you've done your crimping. I need to go get my crimpers real quick. We will cut, splice that in. We'll be ready to go. Cutting and crimping tools. We're just gonna, I did not disconnect the battery. Wouldn't be a bad idea to do that, but it's not gonna happen. We're just gonna cut them one at a time. There you go. Go ahead and strip the ends on our new connector. These are nice for that. Just take about a 1/4 inch off each one. Pretty easy to tackle this job out in a lunch hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and strip my factory wires back now. Perfect. All right, we can go ahead and plug that in. So aside from, putting your cover back on, which requires some modifications, I happen to have a bed liner that I put in the back of my truck, so it's not going to be a real big deal to make it look pretty. But maybe in another video, I'll spend a little time on making a plate that looks good. So I need to just extend my sheathing to protect that wiring, but as far as making her go purposes, I'm going to go ahead and start the truck, make sure we don't have any leaks. You guys, I hope you're having a great day. This is not a normal video here at Slimy Green Garage, but this is our normal daily driver, and stuff breaks down and quick and easy. I'm going to make sure this video is less than 5 minutes because you guys don't need to be wasting your time. You just need to get the job done. God bless you guys. Have a great day.